Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a story of auctions, second chances, and maybe a little bit of corporate drama. Think of it like an episode of your favorite reality show, but with balance sheets instead of bikinis. And before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can chat with other investing enthusiasts. We're looking at an 8K filing from 23andMe Holding Co. It's like a corporate news bulletin telling investors about big events the company needs to report, and this one is all about who's buying the company's assets out of bankruptcy. The key date here is June 13, 2025, because that's when everything changed. Keep that date in mind as we go through this. So back in March of 2025, 23andMe, the company that lets you spit in a tube and learn about your ancestry and health risks, well, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Chapter 11 is like hitting the corporate reset button, allowing a company to reorganize and try to get its finances in order. As part of the process, the company decided to sell off most of its stuff or assets to pay off to cover debt to lenders and debt holders. They held an auction, like you see on TV, to find a buyer. At first, it looked like Regeneron, a big drug company, was going to be the winner. They made an offer to buy most of 23andMe's debt. But hold on, there's another twist. After the initial deal with Regeneron, another bidder, Teton Research Institute, came in with a better offer of $305 million. Now, here's where it gets interesting. TCOM is connected to Wojcicki, one of the founders of 23andMe, the former boss and still a board member. So there was another round of bidding, and guess what? TTAM ended up winning with their $305 million offer, and Regeneron out of the picture for now. Because of these events on June 13, 25, 23andMe and TTAM signed an agreement to go ahead with the deal. That agreement is called the Asset Purchase Agreement, a legal document that means TCAM will buy all of 23andMe's stuff except for the health branch in return for $5 million in $5 million. The part of the business of 23andMe that will not be sold is called Lemonade Health Inc., a telehealth company that delivers medicine and tests. TCAM will still act as sponsor for this health part for about $2.5 million. Excluded assets is the term to refer to some excluded business or the Lemonade Health stuff. Because TCAM won the auction, 23andMe filed a winning bidder notice to the authorities to specify this deal. Normally, when doing a sale, you want someone to promise something or guarantee something. For example, the stuff you are selling is in working order. However, there is none of that here. There will be no promises about the assets made in this deal. And also, if something goes south, there will be no refund of any financial protection for TCAM. This agreement is not set in stone. Either party can get out of the deal, like if something were to happen before September 1, 2025, or a later date like December 1, 2025. A court hearing is set for June 17, 25 about this acquisition. If the deal with TCOM falls apart, 23andMe will try closing the deal with Regeneron instead. To make sure that TCAM is serious about the deal, TTAM has to deposit about $30 million, from which about $14 million have already been transferred. Since 23andMe chose TCAM over Regeneron, the agreement with Regeneron terminated or ended. Regeneron is still an option as a runner-up bidder for $151 million. 23andMe is keeping $15 million from Regeneron's initial to support the runner-up bid. There was a press release or public statement sent to the news to declare that TCAM was the winner of the assets and will enter in an agreement. If you want to know more about the bankruptcy, you can go to the Kroll website. Kroll is in charge of keeping all the information organized. 23andMe warns investors that trading its stock is risky during the bankruptcy. There's no guarantee that stock prices will reflect what investors might get back in the bankruptcy process. The company also includes a warning that any predictions about the future are uncertain. Many things could happen that would impact the results. The risks and uncertainties include those related to the bankruptcy proceedings, the ability to complete the sale of assets, and the trading price of the company's stock. Even if it is continuing to trade in the stock market, this section lists all documents included to the filing, such as, in this case, the press release or public announcement made by the company. So what does this all mean? Well, 23andMe is trying to dig itself out of a tough spot by selling off most of its assets. It looked like a done deal with Regeneron, but then Wojcicki's group TM swooped in with a better offer. Now, the company is betting on TCAM to close the deal and give them the cash they need and stay afloat. The biggest question remains, can 23andMe successfully reorganize and continue operating? The sale to TCAM is a crucial step, but there are no guarantees as stated in their legal warning section. Also, it raises a few eyebrows when someone related to the company comes in to buy the biggest part of it. What are the potential risks? The deal could fall through, Regeneron could give up, the health branch might not perform well. All of that could make 23andMe drop even more. Overall, 23andMe's future is hanging in the balance. The sale to TCAM offers a chance to rebuild, but the company faces significant hurdles in bankruptcy. Alright, that's our breakdown of 23andMe's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.